Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the very last day of 30 days of sketches. It is the 31st. There is a bonus sketch. It is this beauty right here by Jen. So it has one photo and some decorative elements all around the sides. I am going to be scrapbooking with my Punta Cana supplies. So let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so I'm starting with this background from Fancy Pants, and it is not a plain background. It is a white background with a very thin, almost like a fence pattern, right? Almost like a fence pattern. And then I'm going to go ahead and use some of these papers here on the center of the layout. So this polka dotted paper is more on the cream side, and the background paper that I've chosen is definitely more on the white side. So I am going to try to break that up a little bit. I feel like there's not enough differentiation between the two papers. They both have very small repeating patterns. So I'm going to take some of this black and clear vellum and go ahead and make basically some super huge photo squares, right? Like they kind of remind me of photo squares. Now this is vellum that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. The circular paper here is a basic gray paper, in case anybody was wondering what the papers were. Now I do use my guillotine trimmer to kind of gut the papers that I'm using, and I have to finish off the cuts with my scissors because I don't want to cut the paper completely through. So now I have them here, and even though that paper does not go all the way around that smaller circular paper, I feel like I have some differentiation between the two papers. Now in Jen's sketch, she does have one photo. However, I am going to use two. These are just some kind of scenery photos from the hotel, the Iberostar Hotel down in Punta Cana. And then I'm going to add some wood grain as well, and then adhere this down to the layout. So the photos are of a fountain and then just another area on the outside of the hotel. So it's kind of weird because it's like the inside and the outside of the hotel. It's like an open air area. And then there's big expansive openings. It's covered but not closed off like the parts around the hotel here. I also have a scrap of this blue paper that I'm going to add, and I chose to add that because it is a consistent color in my Punta Cana scrapbook, or what will be the Punta Cana scrapbook. Now in Jen's sketch, she does have some bannery bits on each of the sides of the layout. I'm not going to go with bannery bits, I'm going to go with washi tape. So I have some washi tape in the Punta Cana album kit that I have put together, and I'm going to use a couple of those just to add some color and just kind of represent that area in the sketch. Now I am going to decorate each of these washi areas, and then I'm not even going to really have a title for this layout. So in Jen's sketch, the title is in kind of like the upper right, but here I am not going to worry about a title whatsoever. I'm going to grab the Simple Vintage Coastal, I think that's what it's called, sticker book, and I'm going to add stickers onto each of the washi areas. So this is going to be a pretty flat layout. I do add a little bit of enamel dots later just to give it a tiny little bit of lift, but for the most part this will be a flat layout, and that is fine and dandy with me. Not every page I create has to be huge and chunky. And not every page that I create has to be flat. I like a mixture of pages. I like the variety, and that's what makes me happy. So that is what I'm going to do. I do decide to add a little tab right there, just because I wanted an extra little pop of color. And then I'm going to place down these enamel dots on the little bits right here. And then that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Another one done in the Punta Cana album. And since I'm not doing it as a project album and I'm just kind of doing it in between doing other photos, it's coming along great. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for joining for 30 days of sketches and this bonus sketch. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.